All right, people, welcome to today's class. And today I'll be running you through the interface of Photoshop. Okay, so yours might not be like this, because I have some projects I've worked on before now. Okay, here. So what you need to do, the first thing you need to do is to create a new document or a new page. Okay, so is either use the shortcut Control N, or you click on new. Okay, so it gives you this pop-up for you to set the dimension, okay, for your project. Note that that's why I don't really advise or those that designing with mobile phones. Okay, all of these things you will not be able to do. Okay, so when you have a project, you need to design to its exact size. So you need to take the measurement of what you're designing for, okay, and design to its exact size. Okay, if it's a billboard, take the measurement of the billboard and design to that size. Okay, so sorry I deviated a little, I just felt okay, you need to know that. So this is the width, that's the length, okay, and this is the height. So you have several dimensions here. Okay, you have several values, so to say. You can design in pixels. Okay, you can choose to design in inches, centimeter, and like so. I'll be designing in inches today. So whatever, like I said, the dimension you are designing, after taking your measurement, you just impute it here. This one shows how long it is, this one shows how high it is. Okay, so for this course, or for today's class, I'll be using 10 by 10 inches. Okay, but another thing you need to note here is the resolution. If you are printing, okay, and it's a very big say like a billboard, okay, you use like 200 to 300 resolution. Okay, but for this class, I'm using 100. Okay, we're not printing this. Okay, so then you title your project. So let me title this Solo Digital Hub. Okay, so the next thing you need to know is the color mode. Okay, let me tell you what this color mode means. We have the RGB and we have the CMYK. Okay, RGB majorly is for screen. So when you're doing a design that is meant to be seen on the screen, you use RGB. Okay, but if you're doing a design that is meant to be printed, you use CMYK. Is that understood? If you do get what I'm saying or what I said, please kindly retype it or type it in the comment section right now. Yeah, okay guys, so when you're done with all of this, you click on create, and then boom, you have this. This is the work area or the canvas. Okay, this is a canvas. So this is where your design would be. Anything outside this white space is outside the design. Okay, so let me just run you through the interface of Photoshop for this class. Okay, so by the left you have your toolbar. Okay, you can see my mouse run through it. You have the toolbar. But if you cannot see this, that means it's hidden. You need to turn it on by clicking on Windows, okay, and click on Tools. Now look at it, it's gone because I just unticked it. So if you want to bring it back, click on Windows and then go to Tools, then it's back. Okay, so this is your toolbar and this is the taskbar. Okay, so as you select each tool, you have different things popping up on the taskbar. Okay, so each tool has its own uses, okay, or usage rather, its own usage. So that's why the taskbar is changing, okay, as you can see at the top. So you can actually adjust the usage of the tool you selected. Okay, so then right below it here you have this color orange and the, okay, is it orange or yellow? Yeah, and the white. So this one is called the foreground and this is called the background. Okay, foreground and background. All right, we'll get to know. So it should be black and white. Okay, so you can actually switch it. You can actually switch it by clicking on X. Okay, so that's by the way. That's by the way. So the next thing you need to know here is the layers panel. Okay, so if you don't have this, you still need to bring it out. Okay, the layers panel, go to Windows and then look for layers and then boom, you have it. Okay, so on the layers panel, because everything I've been on or working with in Photoshop are always in layers. Okay, you work with layers in Photoshop, you work with layers. Okay, you work with layers. We are still going to learn more about working with layers. Okay, but I'm just going to do an overview right now. So here and here you have your effects. Okay, it's not active now because that layer was locked. So we have the effect. Okay, we have the layer mask, we have the adjustment layer, we have the new the group rather, the new folder or new layer rather, and then the delete. So all of this what we're going to be using for our designs. Okay, I'm going to show you what each of these things do as time goes on. So let me quickly run through the tools. Okay, this is the selection tool, the move tool rather, the move tool, and as the name implies, it is used to move elements on your canvas. Okay, used to move elements on your canvas. For instance, let me just use the, okay, let me use the text tool. That's T. Okay, this is the text tool. So let me just type something. Hello. So now I can't move this. Okay, anyways, now as it's well now, I can't move this hello. Okay, if I try to do anything, it's just like it is. So but if I want to move, if I click on the move tool, okay, I'll be able to move these elements around. Okay, I'll be able to move these elements around. Okay, so that's the function of the move tool. I hope you got that. If you do, please let me know in the comment section. So the next tool is the Marquee Tool. The Marquee Tool is a selection tool. It's used to select a portion. It's used to select a portion that is in a form of shape. Okay. If you are using the rectangular, okay, select a rectangular portion. Okay, that but if you hold on the shift key, it gives you a perfect square section. So but it is a selection tool. Let me prove that to you. So now I'll be using the shape tool. Okay, let's concentrate on the shape tool now, then I show you what the Marquee Tool does. Okay, So back to the shape tool, we have a shape here. So whatever you are working with now, you are doing a shape, it gives you the color, or automatically picks the color of the foreground. Okay, do you get that? So if I change it to red, okay, the color here changes. Okay, so it automatically picks the color of the foreground. So is that understood? So let me have now this is a rectangle. Okay, this is a rectangle, and I want to make a selection, or using the Marquee Tool. So let me just do this, rasterize, and then so this is not editable. Okay, so I'm going to use the elliptical Marquee Tool. So to get a perfect circle, look at what I have here now. Okay, it's not giving a perfect circle, so I need to hold on the shift key, okay, and drag, then I can release. Okay, so oh sorry, Z, let me go again. So hold on the Marquee Tool, sorry, hold on shift, then click and drag. When you're okay, you release it. Okay, now I've selected this portion. Okay, so if I click on delete on my keyboard, it deletes that portion. Okay, but note this, you must be on this particular layer. For instance, okay, like I said, we work with layer in Photoshop. Okay, let me go again. Good. If I'm on the yellow layer, and I click on delete, it will not affect it. Okay, so you must make sure that you are on this layer. You get it now? Make sure you are on the layer you want to effect or do anything on. Make sure you are on that layer. And when I click on delete, it deletes. So to deselect that portion, just click on Control D, and then you deselect it. So now I said something, I don't know if I said it, but any layer at the top is overshadowed, it will overshadow the one at the bottom. Or how do I mean? For instance, this is yellow. Okay, according to the layer, the rectangle layer is on top of yellow. So if I bring it up like this, you see it's covering the yellow. Okay, but if I want the yellow to come up, that means I need to bring this text layer to the top of the rectangular layer. So how do I do that? Just click, hold it, and then drag it to the top, and then it's appearing again. So it's just like you laying books or upon books. So the one at the top appears first before the next. You understand that? If you don't understand, please let me know in the comment section. I really want to know if you do understand. Okay, so that's that about okay, we talked about shape layer. No, have I really buttressed on that? No, have not. Okay, we've talked about move tool, we talked about the Marquee Tool. Okay, and this is the Lasso Tool. Okay, the Lasso Tool. Okay, I forgot to mention this. Any tool that has this small dot at the bottom, okay, any tool that has this at the bottom, it means that it has some additional tools or functions under it. Okay, so for the Lasso Tool, to bring out these options, right click on that tool, and then it brings out other tools under it. Right click, I said. If you get that, please just try it out. Okay, so the first one is the Lasso Tool, and the second is the polygonal Lasso Tool, and we have the magnetic Lasso Tool. Now all of these are selection tools. Okay, the Lasso Tool, this is how it works. When you click, just click, hold it, okay, and then form your shape. Or click, hold, form your shape. Okay, so on the taskbar, if you want to add, okay, now look at what I did. I selected a portion. Okay, I'm selecting another portion. This one goes off. But if I want to add this same portion to what I've selected before, so I need to come to the taskbar. That's what the taskbar does under this lasso tool. Okay, now I want to tell Photoshop that okay, I want to add another shape to it, so I click on this second one. Okay, so when I click, so it doesn't go, this one doesn't go off, it only adds whatever selection I make again. You get that? So that is that. So onto the select is Control D, Control plus D. Okay, I need to be very fast so that I don't take too much of the time. Yeah, the next one is the polygonal lasso tool. Okay, so it's used to select like that, like so. So you click, click. Okay, until you get back to the point where you started from. Okay, so this one can be used for picture, to trace pictures. You know, you'll be working with pictures as a graphic designer, so you can use it to trace pictures. Okay, although not the perfect tool for tracing pictures, but yeah, I use it. Not what I use now. Okay, I use the pen tool earlier on, but I think I'm finding this polygonal lasso tool interesting right now. So, and the magnetic, what it does is it selects by itself. Okay, Photoshop, look at it, selecting these edges by itself. Okay, what I just need to do is to I'm not pressing anything, no, just take it around until I get to the starting point. Okay, so that's how Lasso tool works. Okay, and we have the quick selection tool. I think I need to bring in a picture right now. I want to bring in a picture. So that we can see how this thing works. Okay, oh, then you click on place. Okay, so the picture comes in. All right, I don't mind the picture actually, so but I want to show us how the quick selection tool works. Okay, so the quick selection, once you click it, this is plus. Okay, you have plus. Okay, let me zoom in. To zoom in, it's Control and plus on your keyboard. Okay, so what it does is just click and begin to rub on your images. So Photoshop does the selection. Okay, selects, makes the selection by itself. Okay, using calculations of the colors. Okay, all right, so that's right. When you have pictures that it's almost blending with the background, then you have issues with this kind of or using this tool rather. Okay, you can see it's doing a nice job. Okay, so Photoshop is selecting. So that's it. Now I have actually made a selection, of the man here. Can we see now? Okay, using the quick selection tool. That's why you see how quick it is. Okay, very fast, right? Good. So that's why it's called the quick selection tool, but it's not the perfect tool for selection. That's if you are a photographer, you don't use, it's not recommended. Okay, so that is that for the quick selection tool. So the next one is the crop tool. Okay, we don't need that. Let me just move to the spot healing. Yeah, you might be given some pictures to design with, and those pictures you need to rub off some places. Okay, maybe you need to just blend some places, so you will need the spot healing brush tool. Okay, so that one works like magic. Okay, works like magic. So this is what it does. Is there anything I want to remove? Okay, look at this white spot here. So if I want to remove it, I just click on it and then it disappears. So that's how it works. let's leave that. So another thing, yes, you'll be using the brush tool. This tool is very, very important as a graphic designer. So very, very important as a graphic designer. So this brush tool, okay, uses the foreground color. It uses the foreground color. Okay, so for instance, I just want to have something with this. So this is what this how it works. Okay, so once you select the brush tool, okay, select the brush tool, then set your foreground color, and then you begin to apply. Okay, yeah, there are still more ways to use the brush tool, which we're going to talk about. Okay, this is the eraser tool. Okay, just as the name implies, to rub off or erase parts of your project. Okay, that's if need be. Okay, so the next one you'll be needing is the gradient tool. And to adjust the color of the gradient tool, it doesn't make use of the foreground. Okay, so you come here, okay, click it, and then you pick any kind of gradient you want to use. Okay, if it's one color to the other, okay, there are several colors, you can just pick one. Okay, so for instance, I want black to white, or let's say blue, okay, to yellow. So blue will be here, yellow will be here, yellow will be here. Okay, so when I click OK, and then don't forget you need to create a layer. Okay, so on that layer is what you are going to work with on. So you drag from one point, that means coming from blue, okay, then to yellow. You get now? So from the point I'm dragging from the point I'm dragging for is the blue, then to the yellow. Okay, I hope you understand that. If you do understand, please do comment in the comment section, let me know. So there are several things this gradient tools does. In the course of this training, you see how we'll be using it, okay, to achieve several things. Okay, the next one is the paint bucket. Paint bucket makes use of the foreground color. Okay, so you know what paint does. Once you click, and then let me pour paint here. So whatever color it's here in the foreground, then once you click, it covers that layer. Okay, and the reason why it covers everything, okay, is because this layer is at the top. If I bring it to the bottom of this, you have all of this. You get it now? So it's as simple as that. Then which other tool? So another shortcut to applying this paint, okay, is this. Let me undo this. Alt Control Z. Okay, is if you want to use the paint bucket, okay, you set your foreground, then click on Alt and then backspace. Can you see? Alt and then backspace. So if you try that, let me see. If you try that, let me know. If you try it, let me know. Okay, so the next one is the dodge, the small tool, rather the smudge tool, the blur, all of this. You will need it for probably advanced designs. Okay, so we have the pen tool, the selection tool too. Okay, but how this one works, let me bring back the image and let's see. Okay, I think I deleted it. Let me bring back the image, and then we use the what's it called. Now when you bring in an image like this, okay, you can see this transformed. The image is transformed. Okay, you can move it around, but you can't do anything on it here. So you click on this to commit transform, or click on your enter. Okay, but if you want to enlarge the image, just click on Ctrl T to transform back. Okay, then you hold on Shift key and click on any edge of the picture and drag. Okay, if you don't hold on Shift key, you see this is what is going to happen to your image. Okay, it will distort the image. So once you click on Shift key, it brings it back to the normal shape. Okay, so we're going to be using the pen tool right now. Okay, so let me zoom in. Okay, now I've zoomed in, but I need to move to where the image is. So what you need to do is hold on your Shift key, you know, your space bar, hold on your space bar. Okay, and click and drag. Once you click, you see something like a hand, as you can see on my screen right now, and click and drag. Okay, so this pen tool is the perfect selection tool. Okay, because you can achieve curves and the likes with it. So once you start, you click at the point. Okay, you click. Now this is what you need to know. Okay, so when you click, you don't release it until it forms that shape. Okay, the moment you are okay with it, release it and then click on Alt, come back to this point, click on Alt. Okay, and then left click. So you move forward again. Okay, adjust it. Do you get now? Adjust it to the shape. Adjust it to the shape you want. Okay, then click on Alt and that point. Okay, like that. So you go like that. Okay, so let me get to the point. So here you can just quickly come here, adjust it to fit in that shape. Okay, once you are okay with it, you release it. So at the before it forms the shape, don't release it. Okay, the moment you click, don't release. Do you get that? So just click and hold. So once you're okay, click on Alt. Okay, and then come to this point and left click to break it, and you can now continue. Do you get it down? Do you get it? So that's why this is the perfect selection tool, because it gives you that curves. Okay, unlike the other tool that I told you earlier on. Okay, and like that. So won't be able to do all of that in this video. Okay, so when you are done, you come back to the beginning. Now it's not going to select automatically like other tools. Okay, so you have to right click and then whatever you want to do is that select that. If you want to make selection, you select that part. Okay, you set your feather. If it's a picture, use like say 2 or 2 to 5. Okay, just to select. Okay, then to copy that portion out, you can use the shortcut Ctrl J just to copy that section alone out. All right, so that is not about the what's it called, pen tool. Okay, and we have the text tools used for writing text. Okay, and what else? The shape tool. Talked about the shape tool. We have the rectangle. So this rectangle tool is what you use to form your square, perfect square shape. Okay, so to form your perfect square shape, you use you hold your Shift key as you draw, as you drag. Okay, then you have the rounded rectangle, you have the ellipse, you have the polygon, the line, and the like. So, and that will be all for today. I don't want this video to be too long, so in the next class we'll be digging deep more on graphic design. I love you all and I honor you. Take care. Bye for now.